Hello, today's June 2nd, 2025. A new month begins. And what an interesting day it was today. You know, we came in and over the weekend we had bad tariff news, we had bad geopolitical news, and then we even had some weaker economic news come in this morning. And what did the stock market do? It went up. This was the overnight. It squeezed right into the open because people were trying to sell the overnight. It was like, oh, the market should be a lot weaker, so let's take the gift and short it. Well, they found out why. Once that happened, the weak numbers came out and it went right back down. So anyone who even tried to get long there got hurt there, and then it just went up the rest of the day. I keep saying this, but the market is acting like a bull market. It continues to act like a bull market. Bull markets go up on good news. They fight off bad news. It's exactly what this is doing. Until proven otherwise, this is a bull market. You want to be long a bull market. Period, the end. Okay? And it's funny with the economic news, you know, we've been talking a lot for the last few months about how there was the argument that people front ran the tariff stuff in the last quarter of last year, and therefore the first quarter would be slower, and the times now, the economy would be slower as they sold off their inventories and didn't rebuild. And that seems to be what's happening. And we talked about how the market would need to be able to fight that off if it was going to continue to be a bull market. Well, today, that's exactly what it did. So again, till proven otherwise, bull market. But there was some other fun and interesting stuff that went on today. Bonds went down. Bonds had a horrible day. Okay. They came back in the end, I guess. But overall, they were down on the day on weak economic numbers. I, for the life of me, can't really figure out why bonds were down today, but nevertheless they were. And you know what? So was the dollar. Dollar was down today against everything, against the Aussie, British, Canadian, yen, euro, Swiss, down against all of them. And we spoke on our Sunday night conversation this week about how if your thing is you want to bet that money is going to be coming out of America because of whatever, the tariffs and the lack of confidence and all that, dollar losing its status and all that, then fine. This is where you do it, in the dollar and in the bonds. That's the trade there, not stocks, okay? The stock market really care about American exceptionalism, or if money's coming in or going out of the U.S.? Stock market, as we know, is driven by a very small handful of very large companies. Those companies are not going to stop investing in what they're doing with the AI thing. The AI thing is not going away because, you know, Japan doesn't want to invest as much money in the U.S. anymore, or whoever doesn't want to invest their reserves in U.S. dollars and in U.S. bonds, okay? Stocks are not the place to do that. Stocks are the place to bet on human ingenuity and the fact that humans throughout history have had to overcome the failings of government and figure out how to do the best they can to profit, right? So you want to bet against the American exceptionalism bet? Okay, bonds, dollar, not stocks. Stocks are trading like a bull market. They continue to trade like a bull market. This is not the place you want to be short. And don't take it from me or anybody else. Take it from the best judge there is, the market. Stocks are going up, bonds are going down, dollars going down. So go with the market. On whatever, whether you're doing a macro bet or whatever you're doing, go with the market. That's the key, right? And commodities, you know, had a really good day today. Gold exploded higher. And I've been talking a lot about how really since November, you can see the speculators have been selling into this gold rally. And to me, what that means is there's plenty of dry powder so that if gold starts going higher, that this is going to have to chase it. Well, gold's just about at a new to all-time high close here, and these guys are quite not long. You know, they're slightly long here, but they're way off where they could be. So if that money's going to start piling back in and get us back up there, there's a lot of juice there. And it's the same story with silver, which also ripped higher today. And so did all the metals, platinum, where they're getting a little bit long here, would be my favorite one. Palladium, where they are coming from a short position, right? And even copper, where they're long, but not super long. So also interesting, I guess this was on the back of the tariff news about the metals, but truthfully, probably more dollar driven as well. Weak dollar, strong commodities, that whole thing. And we had stronger crude, stronger energies across the board. Natural gas up 8%. Hello. Heating oil up 5%. Unleaded gas up 5%. It was a big commodity day. And we had stocks up. We had commodities up. We had news today that money supply in the U.S. is hitting new highs as well. There's no shortage of money out there. Where it decides to go is another story, but clearly there is still no shortage of money. There's no shortage of liquidity out there. This is the great fuel to any bull market is liquidity, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. Maybe a little bit in the bond market, I don't know, but to me the bonds are discounting in higher growth, quite frankly. We're looking through the fact that people front ran in the last quarter, slowed down in the first quarter, and now are probably going to have to rebuild again. That's going to create more growth, and that's what the market is saying to me here, which is why I think bonds are going down, quite frankly. Everyone's counting on these rate cuts to be the big savior, but it's silly. They're not cutting rates. There's no reason to cut rates. So there you have it. All right. So that's what I'm seeing. Main thing being the stock market continues to act like a bull market, and you want to be long bull markets. Second thing being, if you're looking to make the anti-American bet, go with dollar and bonds. Don't go with stocks, right? These companies are not American assets. Yes, they're listed on an American stock exchange, but they're not. They're global assets, right? And they're investing in this AI, and that's taking over the world. It's just not the place to be short. Okay. So that's my thoughts today. I hope that some of that made sense. I hope that some of it helps and it at least triggers some thought. Please like the video if you like it. Check us out, crowdedmarketreport.com. And we will once again talk tomorrow. Thanks. Hi, I just wanted to say, if you like these daily videos, we do them 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, for people, and it costs $10 a month. And I try to include a lot of other lessons as I go through, as you see in the daily videos as well. For that $10 a month, you also get our COT charts on equity indices and crypto. So if you think that's worth it, give it a shot. All right, and we hope to see you there. Thanks.